Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel Skinny on Carbs. My name is Andrea, and on this channel I try to use my background in biology, histopathology, and naturopathic medicine to help you live the life that you dream of and deserve. Okay, so you guys have been asking me over and over again for a what I eat in a day video, and this is meal number 1. It's going to be a juice. It's going to be the juice of 2 pineapples, 2 cucumbers, and a bunch of parsley. I always start my day out with something fluid. I really don't like to take in insoluble fibers at the start of my day because it is ideal to help your body with elimination. The elimination process is still happening up until the 11 o'clock hour of the morning. And don't mind the kids, this is just real life. We just roll with it, okay? So in the mornings, I don't take in insoluble fiber. I don't want to induce digestion. I want to keep my eliminative processes going. And so I take in something that is going to hydrate me. And this is going to hydrate. It's going to deliver nutrients. It's going to deliver enzymes. It's going to help to break down the proteins that I ate from the day before. So this, for me, is what's ideal. For you, what's ideal might be some warm lemon water. It might be some celery juice. It might just be a piece of fruit because you have to work and you don't have time to juice. But for me, this is what's ideal, okay? So this is my first meal. I'll let you guys know. I'll come back to you guys again when I'm on my second meal. But this is how I get simple sugars first thing in the morning, in addition to some hydration. All right, you guys. Hey you guys, welcome back. This is meal number 2. This is about a 2-pound cantaloupe. This is going to be my meal number 2, okay? We'll be back again for meal number 3. All right, you guys, this is meal number 3. In this meal, I'm having some alfalfa sprouts, some carrots, whole carrots that I chopped up. And this is a cultured cashew cheese dressing / dip that I make to go with my salads. I culture my fats, my nut fats at least. I culture those. And if I'm not eating a nut-based fat, then I would probably be eating something like an avocado. But I do have overt fats in my diet, but I culture them. I like to culture my fats. That's one of my secrets to being able to have fats in and have really smooth digestion. And it's also one of the secrets to being able to have that in and still pair it with, sugar, the dreaded, sugar fat pairing. So this right here is juice. So if you guys remember in meal number 1, I was showing you that I was juicing 2 pineapples, some cucumbers, and some parsley. Okay, so that yielded me about 70 ounces of juice. I split it in 2. I drank one of those for breakfast, and then I'm drinking the other one with my lunch. And this bottle was a full bottle of juice. But I started to drink it so before I remembered that I was doing a what I eat in a day video. So that is my 3rd meal, you guys. All right, and I'll come back to you guys later with the 4th one. All right, you guys, last but not least, meal number 4, and this is I'm trying to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's about 8 kiwis here. So this is meal number 4. And what I didn't show you guys was I ate a banana. I snacked on a banana in between. I'm so not used to making what I eat in a day videos that I just ate it and I was like, oh crap, I didn't show it. But I'm going to fess up and let you guys know that I did eat a single banana in between my juice meal and in between my second meal, which was the cantaloupe. I ate a banana. Okay, so now I'm gonna come back to you guys and I'm going to break down what the calorie count was in these meals because I'm sure you guys are curious what the calorie count was and what the sugar content was. Okay, I don't care, but I know you guys do. All right, you guys, I finally did the what I eat in a day video. You guys have been asking me for that and I finally did it. I gave you guys my 4 meals. I usually eat 4 times a day. I start about a half hour to 45 minutes after I wake up. And I have the meals in that order or some version of those types of meals. Okay, so that's how I eat in a day. And I ran the calculation of the calories in Chronometer, and it came out to 2,103 calories for the day. 10% fat, 6% protein. So not super high on fat, even though I had that huge chunk of cashew cheese dressing. It just looks like a lot, but it's blended with water and lemon juice and all sorts of other things. And then when it's cultured, it gets more voluminous because it gets stiff and it gains air, but it's not that much fat. But I am able to eat quite a bit of it and not worry about my weight. It's not an issue. I'm not saying if you have weight to lose that you should eat that amount of fat. It's up to you. I will say, however, that when I was losing weight accidentally, I wasn't doing it on purpose. When I was losing my weight, I had way more fat than that. I had like maybe 3 times that amount of fat in my diet, okay? And I mean, I was eating sometimes like 2 to 3 avocados a day, in addition to those like nut cheeses, plus all the fruit. And I didn't have any insulin issues, and I didn't have any weight gain issues, okay? And what I've been telling people for quite some time is, you know, the weight loss, the way I approach it is not via calories, it's via ease of digestion, okay? You can get away with a lot if you are not busy digesting your food. If you're maximizing absorption and assimilation, you can get away with a lot. Now, I am not saying once again that you should have 3 times that amount of fat, because sooner or later I had to bring the fats down, okay? Because weight loss isn't everything. You know, eventually these things will catch up with you. They do. You feel it. You start to feel it in your digestion. It starts to slow down. You know, you start to feel other sluggish effects. And so having those large amount of fats in my diet, in addition to the large amount of simple sugars via the fruits, I couldn't keep that going if I wanted to maintain good health. So I had to pick one or the other. And for me, it comes down to the carbohydrates, because to me, that's more of an ideal source of fuel. Now, I could have gone the other way. I could have said, you know what, I want to maintain using fat as my fuel. And I could have decided to continue eating large amounts of pre-digested fats, okay? So when I say pre-digested fats, what I mean is I'm consuming a lot of fatty acids, not whole fats. So I culture my nuts. So I soak them, activate them to get rid of the enzyme inhibitors, and then I blend them with whatever flavors I want. Usually it's lemon juice, water, garlic, and a few other, salt and pepper. And then I let it sit out overnight or for 24 hours, and I let it wild ferment, okay? Sort of like how you would ferment a yogurt cheese. All right, so that's how I make my nut cheeses. And you can do this with cashews, you can do it with macadamia nut, you can do it with almonds, you can do it with just about any nut that you want. You just get a different flavor profile, so you can play with it at will. But that's how I've been doing my fats and my nuts, okay, is I've been culturing them. You can do a more controlled culture. Sometimes I do like a miso base cheese, and that's so good. That's really good. It's really tangy. I love it. Sometimes I do a miso based one, right? But miso is the miso I buy is kind of pricey, and so I don't always do it. A wild ferment is just as good. So that's what I eat in a day. Again, I feel I operate best at around 10 to 11%. 12% is kind of high, on the high end. If I'm really sloppy with my eating, I could get up to like 14 or 15%, but I'm usually not there. That's not usually where I'm at. But that's how I usually eat. Now, the thing that can change is my savory meals. So you guys saw that I had a carrot sprout-based meal with the cheese. Sometimes I will usually I'll do like leafy greens, but I ran out of lettuce today. So typically I would do some type of leafy green salad with that cheese, or with a dressing. Sometimes I make like a carrot ginger miso dressing. It's really good. and I dress my salad, and then I eat it in seaweed. I like to eat, and I ran out of seaweed today too. Hurts my heart. So I ran out of lettuce and I ran out of seaweed because my 3-year-old likes the seaweed, and she goes in there and she snacks on it. And so when I go to get my seaweed, I can't get it. But we're not going to talk about that. Anywho's it, I like to keep sea vegetables in my diet on a regular basis. It's really good for the salts that everybody's looking for and all the other minerals that everyone is looking for on their sugar fast or diet or whatever it is you're on. But that's my sugar diet, not my sugar fast. A sugar fast for me looks completely different. You're talking more about like a juice fast, the original sugar fast. Okay, so that's my what I eat in a day. I hope you guys found it helpful. If you did, please consider giving my video a thumbs up and sharing it with somebody that you think can use this information. Okay, bye now.